Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jasper High School Baseball here on 18 WJTS. Tonight, the Wildcats at historic Bosse Field to battle the modern-day Wildcats. Jasper 8-1 after winning 2 on Saturday as they took out Columbus East and Linton. The Wildcats on an 8-game winning streak heading into tonight's game against the Wildcats. Meanwhile, Mater Dei comes in at 8-4. Ethan Gooden on the hill for Mater Dei. Cody Morton, the senior right-hander, pitches for the Wildcats. We'll take a break. We'll have more from Bosse Field right after this. Welcome back to Bosse Field. The Wildcats of Mater Dei and the Jasper Wildcats here on a Tuesday night. Ethan Gooden starts on the hill for the Mater Dei Wildcats. He'll face a Jasper lineup that looks like this. Leading off and playing shortstop, Ben Hankey. Cody Morton bats second and does the pitching. Connor Foley in the 3-hole at third. Drew Bradley cleans up behind the plate. Chris Hedinger in right. Matthew Wright at first. Tyler Atkins at second. Will Wallace bats eighth, hitting for the center fielder Ryan Like, and Jack Albrand is the left fielder batting ninth. Behind Gooden, Matt Herman in left, Ethan Stoltz in center, and Bryce Humphrey in right. Sitzman, Van Bibber, Pierre, and Mayer, the infield third to first. Behind the plate is Austin Fry. The Wildcats getting their lone game here at Bosse Field. They try to play at least one down here before the tournament starts, and this time it's Mater Dei. They alternate with Wrights every other year as well. Wrights was at home, so Mater Dei at home tonight, and the Wildcats here at Bosse Field. Memorial rained out last night. Wildcats back home tomorrow, taking on Jeffersonville. Then on Thursday night, the Evansville Central Bears roll in for another SIAC game as the Wildcats try to stay unblemished in conference play. Beautiful afternoon at Bosse Field. The Mater Dei Wildcats meet on the mound, and we are about ready to go here from Bosse Field. Ben Hankey will stand in to face Gooden here to begin the contest. Cats occupy the third base dugout, the first base dugout, I should say. Mater Dei over on the third base side under veteran headman Steve Ricketts. First pitch of the ball game, Hankey pops it up in the infield. Mayer gives way to the second baseman. He'll wait for it to come down, and he'll drop it. And Hankey is on with the air to start the ball game. Wind twirling a little bit here at Bosse Field. That ball was up there for a long time. So the Wildcats have a runner at first with nobody gone, and Cody Morton stands in. A .356 batter, 1 home run, and 9 knocked in. A throw over, back in time, the base runner. Third baseman Sitzman comes in on the grass expecting a sacrifice with Connor Foley lurking in the on-deck circle. Middle infield back deep. Here's the next pitch to Morton. It's high, 1-0. 4:06 to dead center field here at Bosse Field. Spacious dimensions. A lot of foul ground as well here at the historic ballpark. Gooden checks the runner over his shoulder and comes home to Morton. This one rifled right at the right fielder, Humphrey, and he makes a sliding catch, one away. Good catch by Humphrey in right field. And Hankey stays put on the line drive at first base, and here comes Connor Foley. Connor at .385, 2 home runs and a team-tying 17 knocked in. Cats as a team hit at .313 on the season. So Gooden trying to work around the air. Hankey at first. He'll throw to Foley. Pitch in for a strike, a breaking ball, and it's 0-1 to the Wildcat third baseman. Foley had that 13 strikeout performance on Saturday in that 1-0 win over Columbus East, in which he drove in the game's lone run as the Cats walked it off in the bottom of the 7th inning. Gooden gets ready, and he'll pour the next pitch plateward. A breaking ball sails outside. Terry Gilbert on the coaching line at third. Jason Albrand at first as the Wildcats and the Mater Dei Wildcats square off. Cats 11-1 and winners of 8 straight after the 2 wins on Saturday. Hankey takes the lead at first. Gooden, plateward, tied Foley up. He swings and misses. And the third baseman Foley down in the count, 1-2 with 1 away. Third baseman Sitzman back Behind the bag and off the line, just a bit in the dirt here at Bosse Field. Left fielder Herman deep as well. Foley awaits the 1-2, and here it is from Gooden. Breaking ball, slash foul, first base side. It's 1-2 and holding to Foley. And Jeff, very good in there tomorrow night at Rookser Field. They're one of the top teams in 4A. Then Central, a conference game coming up on Thursday night. Throw over, chases Hankey back without a dive. Drew Bradley waits on deck. No score, top of the first. Gooden to the belt. Again, looks over his shoulder and throws it to Foley. It's a breaking ball that hangs high. And the count squares at 2-2 to Connor Foley. Jasper with 8 hits in that game against Linton on Saturday night. Foley had 2 of those. 2-2 from Gooden. Hit on the ground. Third baseman cuts it off. He'll bobble it and pick it up, and it's an infield base hit. Sitzman had to range off towards his left and couldn't corral it. And the Wildcats get their first hit of the game. An infield single for Connor Foley, and now steps in Drew Bradley. Bradley at 353. He ties Foley with 17 RBIs. Bradley also a home run on the season as well. Catcher Fry going to talk it over with Gooden. Cats with some traffic on the bases here in the first. Short mound conference. And the first pitch to Bradley. Breaking ball inside, corner to Drew. Hettinger waits on deck. Wildcats threatening here in the visitor first. See if they can give Cody Morton some run support early here tonight. Runner at second, Hankey. Big swing and a miss to Bradley. And he's down 0-2. Play him straight away in the outfield. Gooden fires the next pitch. Bradley fists it right behind home plate, and it's up against the netting. And it's 0-2 and holding to the Wildcat catcher, Drew Bradley. And the next pitch to Drew, a fastball that is upstairs. 1-2. Just one gone. Hankey reached on an air. Morton lined to right, and Foley reached on an infield base hit. 0-2. Bradley smacks this one back into left. Herman will draw a beat on it, catch it with one hand, 2 away. So 2 down for Chris Hettinger, the Wildcat right fielder.
The right fielder, number 16, Chris Hettinger.
So Hettinger will bat with 2 away. Cats still with runners at first and second, no score here in the visitor first. Have the game tomorrow later on at 10. Cats and the Red Devils, likewise for Thursday night with Central coming to Rookser Field. Going behind the runner at second base momentarily, and a breaking ball is up to Hettinger. Takes it for a ball, 1-0. Matthew Wright would be next here. Hettinger takes a big cut, comes up empty, and the count goes to 1-1 to him. Modern day 8-4 on the season. Wildcats 11-1 heading into tonight's game. Play behind the runner at first. And the 1-1 pitch. Popped up, foul territory, first base side. Mayer will give it a look, and it's up on the roof. So Gooden once again working out ahead of the hitter. It is 1-2 with 2 away. Hettinger had a couple of hits against the Miners. That 8-hit attack. Gooden trying to get out unscathed here. Here's the 1-2, hit straight back. So the count remains at 1-2. Wildcats threatening here in the top of the first inning. Gooden throws it. Called third strike up in the zone, but strike 3 nevertheless to Hettinger. Wildcats get a couple of men aboard, but they do not score here in the visitor first. Take a break. This is Jasper Baseball here on 18 WJTS. Cody Morton climbs the hill for the Wildcats, 2-1. A sparkling 0.00 ERA. He has worked in 12 innings. This is his third start, 8 hits. Again, 2 runs, none earned. Struck out 16 and walked 11. He'll face Bryce Humphrey here to start the game. Humphrey, Sitzman, and Fry. Jack Albrand's out and left. Ryan Like in center, and Chris Hettinger is the right fielder. The first pitch outside. Foley, Hanky Atkins in right. The infield, Drew Bradley behind the plate for the Cats. The next pitch from Morton. It is out of the zone. Morton last pitched against Wrights last Tuesday. 5 innings of 3-hit, 2-run baseball. Struck out 5 and walked 5. He rips the next pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-1 to Humphrey, the right fielder. Mater Dei plays in the 2A sectional that they will host out at North High School. This one is low. Cats, of course, play here in 4A at Bossy Field, and the sectional draw Sunday night. You talk about something that's widely anticipated. That's it. This one rifled into right field. Going over to cut it off is Hettinger, and he can't do so. It gets behind him. And Humphrey goes to second on a one-base error after singling to right field, as he laced it down the right field line. So the Mater Dei Wildcats have a runner at second base with nobody out for Tyler Sitzman. 3 teams ranked in the top 10 in that 4A sectional. Sectional draw Sunday night at 8. IHSAA.tv. They do it a month ahead of time, basically, for the Memorial Day weekend tournament. So teams can get their pitching lined up. As the first pitch in for Sitzman is a strike. Morton has a runner at second base with nobody out. Mater Dei bats here in the bottom half of the first inning. Morton throws the next pitch. Fastball right down central for a strike, and he's out ahead 0-2. Cats did not score in that first inning. Morton trying to get out of this one. Here's the next pitch. Breaking ball popped up. Shallow right center field going out. Atkins. In comes the center fielder, Like. He makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Like had that great throw from center field to cut down a would-be base runner early in the game against Linton, where Nick Stratton got the win in his first varsity start. He went 4 innings. Here comes Fry, the Mater Dei catcher. Good pitch there by Morton, inducing the pop up the center field. This one in for a strike. 0-1 to Fry. Gooden, the cleanup hitter, the pitcher on deck. Morton works out of the stretch and throws it home. Breaking ball, line drive into center field for a base hit. Humphrey had to wait for a second. He rounds third. They throw it back in. Runners are on the corners with 1 gone. Ball was hit sharply. Like charged in a hurry. And again, the base runner Humphrey had to see it go through into center field. So a couple of short or sharply hit balls here in the first has led Mater Dei to have runners at first and third with one gone. The Cats have the double play in order. Here comes the cleanup hitter, Gooden. Trying to help his own cause here early. Foley even with the bag and off the line. And Gooden swings at a pitch out of the zone, and it's 0-1. So they work out ahead to Gooden, the cleanup man. Big gap in left center. Like shaded tad toward right. The 0-1. Good pitch on the inside half to Gooden. Now he's down 0-2. Morton would love nothing more than a strikeout right here. Humphrey at third. Fry over at first. 0-2 the count to Gooden, tonight's starting pitcher. Morton brings it home. Got him. Good pitch. Bradley hangs on. 2 away as Morton gets the strikeout. And that'll leave things up to Wells, the designated hitter. Hits for Pierre, the second baseman.
Hitter, number 14, Cody Wells.
So Wells will bat. First and third here for the Mater Dei Wildcats. Morton comes home. Pitch sails outside, 1-0. Bottom of the first, no score. Mater Dei with a couple of guys on. Steve Ricketts, the former Mater Dei player, USI player. Been here a long time. Fastball outside corner from Morton. Good pitch, and Wells down on the count, 0-2. Or 1-1, I should say. 1-1 the count with 2 away. Morton, the high set, brings it home. Another good breaking ball. Bradley snap throw down to first base, and they got the runner picked off. He was sleeping, and Bradley picked him off for the third out of the inning. A couple of base hits, but that's all for Mater Dei here in the bottom of the first through 1. Jasper nothing, Mater Dei nothing. We'll have more after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Bossy Field. Glad you could join us tonight here on 18 WJTS. Matthew Wright will lead things off here against Gooden in the second. Wright pops it up behind the first base bag. Mayer in foul territory. Back to the infield, gives chase as well as Pierre, and it bounces idly. And it's 0-1 to the Wildcat first baseman, Matthew Wright. Again, Wright had a big game the other night with 3 hits in the game. Three knocked in, or 2 knocked in. The 0-1. Curveball high. It'll be Wright, Atkins, and Wallace here. For the Cats, Gooden gave up a infield single to Foley, but they left them stranded. Gooden with the 1-1 count, peeks over the top of the glove and lets it fly Wright's way. Straight back with a foul ball. Right at .313, no home runs and 10 driven in. Cats again at .313 on the season. One and two to Wright. Gooden will throw it. Called third strike outside corner. Second time the Wildcats have been caught looking. 2 strikeouts for Gooden here in the young game.
Baseman, number 8, Tyler Atkins.
Here comes Atkins, the second baseman. He's been moved around depending on who pitches. Some third, some second. Got the start behind the plate with Bradley getting a rest on Saturday night in game 2. Popped up behind home plate, and that'll find the roof as well here at Bossy Field. Will Wallace will bat next. He hits for Like, the center fielder. So Gooden works out ahead, 0-1 with 1 away. Mater Dei did some threatening in the first, but they did not score. Called strike. These pitchers throwing their breaking balls for strikes so far in this one. Gooden, the 0-2. Chopped on the ground towards third. Sitzman up with it on a couple of hops, and he boots it. And the second error of the game for the Mater Dei Wildcats puts a runner at first base with one gone.
Designated hitter, number 25.
And here comes Will Wallace. Wallace hit his first home run of the season on Friday night at Northeast DuBois. That 9-0 win. They throw over back in time, the base runner. Jack Albrand waits on deck. Cats with a base runner with one gone here in the top of the second inning. Gooden throws it, a fastball that is high and inside. Sitzman even with the bag and off the line. Play straight away in the outfield for the 8-hole hitter, Will Wallace. That dives low, 2-0. Cats were trying to get a game for Saturday, no luck. So just Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's shoved outside from Gooden. And so Wallace up there with a 3-0 count. No score, top of the second inning. Gooden trying to battle back in the count. Wallace probably taking. And he takes a strike at the letters. 3-1 now to the designated hitter. Again, hitting for Ryan Like, the center fielder. Jack Albrand would be next for the Cats. Gooden delivers the 3-1. Wallace swings and misses. So that runs the count full at 3-2 with Atkins at first base and one gone. Here's the pitch. Wallace right back up the middle. On to second for one. The relay back to first base, and that is a double play. Pierre Van Bibber and Mayer erase the Wildcats with a 4-6-3 double play to end the second. Through 1.5 at Bosse Field, the Wildcats and the Mater Dei Wildcats 0-0 game. We'll step aside and we'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Bosse Field, Cody Wells will stand in. He was the plate when Fry got picked off first base by Drew Bradley back in the first inning. So Morton on for inning number 2, no score. This one looped into shallow center. Going out is Atkins at the cut of the grass and makes the play for the first out of the inning here in the second. Mater Dei had a couple of base hits, but did not score in that home first. Van Bibber, the shortstop, will bat for Mater Dei here.
Nathan Van Bibber.
So Van Bibber gets in with one down. Morton had a strikeout back in the first. Fastball blistered in for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Van Bibber. Albrand, Like, and Hettinger in the outfield. Here's the next pitch on the way. This one slashed right at right, and it goes over his glove into right field. See how they score that? And they're going to score that a base hit for Van Bibber. Ball played right a bit, but that was hit pretty hard right at him. Here comes Mayer with one gone, a runner at first base. Mater Dei once again with some traffic on the bases. Cats have the double play opportunity just like Mater Dei had as they ended that second with the twin killing. Fastball misses inside from Cody Morton, and it's 1-0. Herman, the left fielder, is on deck. Throw over, back in time, the base runner. Morton cuts it loose. Swung a pitch out of the zone. Foley will chase it toward the fence over there. And it's a foul ball. One and one there, the count to the hitter. Sails outside. The 2-1 now. 3-1. So Morton falls behind to Mayer, the first baseman. Good pitch on the outside half. So with one down, a runner at first and the count full, let's see if Van Bibber is on the move. He stays put. Ball popped up, shortstop. Hankey goes out, and he'll make the play 2 away. So the runner retreats back to first base, and 8-hole hitter Matt Herman will stand in.
The left fielder, number 22.
Honor Day
Matt Herman
will have their left fielder Herman bat. He's a left-handed hitter. He's got that hole on the right side. Right continues to hold the runner on. Morton throws it over there and back with the dive, the base runner. Cody the stretch and once again a throw. Another dive back. Pitch to Herman. Strike at the knees. 0-1. He works out ahead to this hitter. Stoles the center fielder on deck in the 9 spot. Modern Day and Jasper no score, bottom of 2. Throw over, back in time. Morton rips the next pitch plateward. Herman tardy on it, and it's 0-2. So Morton 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning, with the runner at first and 2 gone. Morton again, another throw over. Here comes the pitch, and he got him. Another breaking ball from Cody Morton, his second strikeout. Modern Day gets a base hit, but they leave that man at first and through 2 here at Bosse Field. Modern Day nothing, Jasper nothing. We'll take a break and come back after this. Back to the yard, we head to the top of the 3rd. Gooden back on for another inning of work. 1-hit baseball so far. He deals with Jack Albrand, then back to the top with Hankey and Morton here in the 3rd. Albrand slashes it the other way. Third baseman Sitzman dives at it toward the brick dust over there that surrounds the field, and it's 0-1 to Albrand. So Albrand down 0-1. Cats and a little thing going back in the 2nd, but a double play ended the inning. Breaking ball, Albrand rips it into right field for a base hit. So a leadoff single here for Jasper in the top of the 3rd will bring Hankey to the plate. He reached on an error by the second baseman, Pierre, who popped up, or popped out of his glove. See what Ben does if he drops one down. Third baseman Sitzman expecting it. Allbrand, the runner at first, they hold him on. Hankey rips it into left center field for a base hit. Allbrand round second base. He's going to come into third. Throw goes back in. First and third for the Wildcats here in the third with nobody out on back-to-back base hits.
The pitcher, number 5, Cody.
And here comes Cody Morton, who lines sharply to Humphrey in right field. Humphrey made a nice play his last time up. Cats have a great opportunity here in the top of the third to break through scoring-wise. No score. Foley lurks on deck. Gooden looks at both runners and comes home. Breaking ball to Morton is inside. It's 1-0. Cats in Mater Dei tied hit-wise at 3 apiece. Jasper with a couple here in the third. Time called. Runner takes off, throw down to second base by Fry. Gets away, it's a stolen base, so it's second and third for Morton here. Jasper with 3 different opportunities to drive in some runs here. Morton ahead in the count 2-0. Sitzman at third on the grass. Here's the pitch to Morton, ball 3. Mater Dei does not want to mess around with Foley on deck, followed by Drew Bradley. Gooden back to the full windup. And a strike to Morton. 3-1. Cody still in a good hitting position here. Wildcats with runners at second and third. With nobody out, the next pitch to Morton. Flies it into center, going back on it is Stoltz. It's going to be up over his head. 1 run will score. Here comes another, and the Wildcats lead 2-0 on the sharply hit double to center field from Cody Morton. So both Allbrand, Hankey, and then Morton have base hits here in the inning, and the inning will continue for Connor Foley, who reached on an infield single his last time up. Breaking ball misses to Foley. So Gooden in some trouble here in the third. 2-0 Jasper. Still nobody out. Runner Morton at second base. Running for himself even though he is pitching. Breaking ball, Foley hammers it into left field for a base hit. Morton will come around to score, and the Wildcats lead 3-0. Foley's going to try to go up to second base, and he'll beat the throw in. Heads up base running by Connor Foley after the RBI single. He goes to second as Mater Dei was lax getting the baseball back in. 4th hit of the inning for the Wildcats. 4 straight hits to start the inning, and here comes Drew Bradley. He flew out to left field his previous plate appearance, and Jasper is on the board at the 3 spot here in the top of the third. Bradley swings and misses. 0-1 to Drew Bradley. Chris Hettinger on deck. Cats 3, Mater Dei 0. Foley out at second base. Shortstop second baseman in behind him. Pitch to Bradley, a fastball high, and it's 1-1 to the Wildcat catcher. Bradley, a .353 hitter, 1 home run and 17 driven in so far through the first 12 games. Cats riding an 8-game winning streak, and the next pitch to Bradley. Big swing, and it's 1-2. Mater Dei 8-4 on the season. Cats still perfect in the SIAC. A couple of league games, Memorial games still up in the air after being rained out a couple of different times. Bradley swings and fouls it back, stays alive. Of course, Central on Thursday. Cats next week with Castle and North looming. They, Castle and North, as well as Jasper, still atop the league. Gooden looks in. He'll throw the 1-2 to Bradley, but first a time called. The 1-2. Called third strike. Bradley got tied up. Gooden, a couple of strikeout lookings. In fact, all three of his strikeouts have been looking. And here comes Hettinger. So Connor out at second, Hettinger with a 1-0 count. Pitch. Inside corner, the count squares at 1-1. That is inside to Hettinger. He's ahead 2-1. Mater Dei has their bullpen up and running. Runner full. He's going to take off towards third. Got a huge jump, and they will not be able to even make a throw. And Hettinger takes the pitch for a ball, and Foley is in at third. So 3-1 to Hettinger here. Hettinger a strikeout victim then the first. Cats with a 3 spot here in the top of the third with 1 out. Runner at third. Pitch to Hettinger, ball 4. First walk given up by Gooden. And a timeout called, and then we're going to talk about it here with the Mater Dei pitching coach. Infield will come in as well as Wright will stand in. Cats with 3 runs on 4 hits here in the top of the third. Wright will be in, and Atkins the follow here with 1 gone. So the conference over, and we're ready to roll here with Wright, a strikeout victim to start the second inning. Breaking ball is out of the zone, 1-0. Next pitch, runner takes off, pitch high, throw down to second base. They're going to cut the throw in the middle. And it's a stolen base. So 2-0 here with Wright at the plate, hammers it into left field. Herman will come in, make the catch, and Foley will bluff and throw up the line. And Wright hit it hard, and Cats still was second and third here on the line drive out to
Second
left.
baseman, number 8, Tyler Atkins.
From Wright, here comes Atkins. He reached on an air earlier. He'd love to pick these two guys up with the Cats leading 3-0. This one hit back into left. Herman on his horse drives him all the way back near the warning track, and he makes the running catch for the third out of the inning, but not before the Wildcats strike for 3. Here in the top of the third through 2.5 at Bosse Field. Jasper 3, Mater Dei nothing. We'll take a break, and we'll have more after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Bosse Field. Cody Morton will work with a 3-run lead as we head to the bottom of the third. Stoles and back to the top, and Humphrey and Sitzman 9-1-2, and a big swing and a miss by Stoles. His first plate appearance, Cats lead 3-0. 4 base hits led to those 3 runs last half inning. Morton throws it. This one golfed into right field, going over his Hettinger, and reaches up and grabs it shoulder high for the first out of the inning. Stoles put a charge into it, but right at Hettinger. And here comes Bryce Humphrey, the first baseman.
Number 10, Bryce Humphrey.
He singled to right his first time up. 3-0 Jasper. Bottom of the third at Bosse Field. SIAC baseball here on 18 WJTS. Morton, the right-hander, comes home. This one hit straight back into the screen. And it's 0-1. Cats with Jeff tomorrow. Huge game for the Cats. Not a league game, but Jeffersonville, Jasper, 2 really good 4A programs. Then it's Mike Gady and the Central Bears on Thursday in a SIAC matchup, possible sectional game as well. The 1-1 from Morton, slash foul. First base side, Morton works out ahead 1-2. Good to see the Bears and on Thursday at Rookser Field. Cats had an opportunity to see 2 of their games this Saturday up at the Jasper tournament. Jasper didn't play Central. This one cut out and missed, and Bradley makes the tag for the second out of the inning on a strikeout by Cody Morton, his third. So quickly, 2 up, 2 gone for Tyler Sitzman, the center fielder. He flew out to Lycan Center earlier. This one hit on the ground to right at first base. He smothers it and then waves Morton off, and a quiet inning for the Mater Dei Bats. That's what you want to do following a huge offensive inning. We'll head to the fourth. Jasper 3, Mater Dei nothing. We'll step aside and have more after this on 18 WJTS. Will Wallace will bat here for the Cats as they lead here in the top of the fourth, 3-0. Wallace bounced into an inning-ending double play back in the second. Wallace, Allbrand, and Hankey for the Cats. Gooden throws it. Fastball misses inside and high, 1-0. Wallace hitting for Like. Pitch on the way. Tied him up. It's in for a strike, and the count evens up at 1-1. That's with 3 runs on 4 hits last inning. Still stranded a couple, though. Wallace slams it into center field for a base hit. Leadoff man on for the Wildcats for the second consecutive inning. And here comes Jack Allbrand, who started the flurry with a single to right his last time up. So Allbrand, the hitter. Runner at first base with nobody out. Third baseman Sitzman comes in. They throw over. Cats lead 3-0. Here at Bosse Field in Evansville. Allbrand shortens up. Snap throw down to first base, and Wallace barely got back in. Hankey to follow. 3-0 Jasper. Out hit the Mater Dei Wildcats 6-3 so far. Sitzman again in on the grass at third, expecting a sacrifice. Gooden brings it. Allbrand swings, pops it back into right. Humphrey will come in and now go back and catch it over his head for the first out of the inning. One away and back to the top in Ben Hankey, who singled and scored and also reached on an error. Mater Dei bullpen up and running down the left field line. No bullpen action for the Cats as Morton has gone the whole way so far. Gooden throws over Wallace back with the dive. Play this hitter straight away in the outfield against Sitzman. Sometimes he's in, sometimes he's back at third. Mater Dei infield back up the middle, expecting a double play ball or anticipating something, and it's into for a strike to Hankey. Morton on deck. Continue to hold the runner on. Wallace takes his lead. It's a short one. Pitch to Ben. Hammers it right at Sitzman, takes it right out of the air, and it's a double play. He did not freeze on the line drive, and it's the second inning-ending double play that Mater Dei has had in this ball game. Cats do not score here in the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 Jasper. We're back after this. Back to Bossy Field. Cats lead 3-0 as we head to the fourth. For Mater Dei, Austin Fry leads things off. He has one of the 3 Mater Dei hits. Jasper ran themselves out of last inning with a inning-ending double play. Their second one that they hit into. This one served on the ground to Hankey. He will glove, bring it to his belt, come over the top, and throw out Fry. One gone. Ethan Gooden, the starting pitcher, will climb in for Mater Dei.
The pitcher, number 24,
Gooden, 6'4", sophomore for Steve Ricketts and his crew. This one slammed into left, but right at Allbrand, 2 away. That one like a bullet. And 2 away.
Designated hitter, number
For
14,
Wells,
Cody
who
Wells.
popped the second earlier. So Morton 2 up, 2 gone here in the Mater Dei fourth. Jasper leads 3-0. Morton comes home, fouls it back into the screen. Again, the Cats and Jeff tomorrow at 6. The Central game's at 6:30 coming up on Thursday night. Both games, of course, here at 10 on 18 WJTS. Next pitch. Again, fouled away by Wells. Now, bottom half of the fourth inning here. Mater Dei has not been able to put anything together against Morton. Barely missed, did not go fishing on an 0-2 breaking ball. And it's 1-2. This one chopped back to the mound. Morton will underhand to right. Another quiet inning for the Mater Dei Wildcats, this time in the 4th through 4 here at historic Bossy Field. Cats 3, Mater Dei nothing. We'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Bossy Field, we head to the top of the 5th inning. Cody Morton leads things off. He doubled homer run his last time up against Gooden. Breaking ball high, 1-0. Cats lead 3-0. Morton, Foley, and Bradley, the heart of the Wildcat order here against Gooden. Mater Dei has had guys up all game long. Cats hit Mater Dei with a 3 spot in the top of the 3rd. Morton takes it upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Wildcats bat here in the top half of the 5th inning. Gooden, plateward. Morton, a big swing, comes up empty, and it's 2-1. Oh, Morton, tonight's starting pitcher, trying to get his first win of the season, although a 0.00 ERA. Morton pops this one up shallow right. In comes Humphrey. And he'll grab it with one hand for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 24, Connor Foley.
So one away for Foley. He's 2 for 2. He has an RBI single as well in this game. Cats have out-hit the Wildcats 6-3 here. Jasper's out-hit Mater Dei. In the battle of Wildcats, one maroon and gold, the other black and gold. Foley hammers it right at the second baseman, Pierre. Gloves it, comes out of his glove, and has enough time because it was hit so sharply to cut down Foley at first base. 2 down. Ball was scalded right at Pierre. 2 away for Drew Bradley, the Wildcat catcher. So Gooden throws it. Big swing and a miss, 0-1. Next pitch. Bradley airs it out. It's 0-2. Bradley waits. Here's the next pitch from Gooden. A fastball that misses. Chris Hattinger would be next. Glad you could join us tonight here on 18 WJTS. Top of the 5th. SIAC baseball. Jasper leads Mater Dei 3-0. The kick and the deal. That misses. Two offering. Called third strike. The second time Bradley has struck out looking. Gooden gets a 3-up, 3-down inning here in the top of the 5th. We'll head to the home 5th. Jasper leads 3-0. We'll take a break. This is Wildcat Baseball on 18 WJTS. Back to Bossy Field. Van Bibber steps in. He fouls the first pitch off. Cody Morton, the Cats lead 3-0 as we head to the home 5th. Van Bibber, Mayer, and Herman, the scheduled hitters for Steve Ricketts and the West Siders here. As Jasper leads 3-0, Morton has scattered 3 hits in this game. This one is outside. 1-1. Next pitch. Chopped on the ground. Hankey fields it on a face-high hop and throws on to first. 1 away. So Morton again. 2 straight, 3-up, 3-down innings. 3rd, 4th, and now 1 gone here in the 5th for Isaac Mayer, the first baseman. So Morton kicks and fires. Good fastball at the knees. 0-1. Morton in those. This one hit into left field. It's going to sink on Jack and base hit. Mater Dei's 4th against Morton.
The left fielder, number 22, Matt Herman.
And that'll bring up Herman. He struck out to end the 2nd. Mater Dei with the base runner. Left-handed hitting Herman. Fastball out. 1-0. This one chopped in front of the plate. Atkins at second, throws on to right. They get the base runner. Runner moves up to second base.
Center fielder.
So 2 away for Ethan Stoltz. He lined out to Hettinger in right field earlier. So Stoltz gets in. This one hit over the Modern Day dugout, third base side. Dugout's very close to the home plate area, both at first and third. Got to be awake over there on that top step. 0-1 to Stoles, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. So Humphrey, 1 for 2. 1-2 again, hit foul, first base side. Morton trying to keep Mater Dei off the board here. It's 3-0 Wildcats here in the bottom of the 5th. The 1-2 got him, struck him out. Morton leaves a couple of guys out there, gets the strikeout. His 4th of the game. Mater Dei does not score here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll head to the 6th, 3-0 Jasper. We're back with more after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Bosse Field, we go to the top of the 6th. Jasper enjoying a 3-0 lead. It's Hettinger, Wright, and Atkins, the scheduled hitters against Gooden. On for his 6th inning of work, has given up 6 hits so far in the game. Pitch to Hettinger's in for a strike. Hettinger 0 for 1 with a walk. Oh and 1. Next pitch. Popped up, looped into shallow left, going out is Van Bibber, and Hettinger a bloop single to left center field to lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
First baseman, number 19, Matthew Wright.
Scan the Mater Dei bullpen starting to work. Here comes Wright. He lined to left his previous plate appearance, or actually his last plate appearance. It's 0 for 2. Oh and 1. Runner at first. Wright waits. Pitch. Hit him. Hit the bat. And it's 0-2. Wright trying to fend him off, and it is. An 0-2 count, runner still at first. Atkins to follow. Pitch is outside. 1-2 to Wright, Jasper 3, the Mater Dei Wildcats nothing. Top of the 6th inning here from Bosse Field. Jeffersonville in at Rooksor Field tomorrow night. Pitch on the way to Wright. Runner takes off. Throw down to second base by Fry. Not in time. Hettinger gets the stolen base. So 2-2, Ryan with the runner in scoring position. Pitch, high and tight. 3-2 to the Wildcat first baseman. Next pitch. Wright hits it sharply right at Van Bibber. He bobbles it, picks it up, throws on to get Wright. Runner Hettinger with the play right in front of him stays put. 1 away for Tyler Atkins.
Tyler Atkins.
1-0. To Atkins. Trying to pick up the runner at second base. Fastball is high. 2-0 to Atkins. Will Wallace is on deck. Jasper leads 3-0 here in the top of the sixth. That is high. 3-0 to Tyler Atkins. Gooden slowing down, taking a lot of time between pitches. Here's the next delivery. This one right down the middle, called strike 3-1. Walked him. So first and second. Second walk given up.
Designated hitter.
Here comes Will Wallace. So another mound conference, this time between the infielders. So Wallace, a big spot here with first and second and one gone. Runner bluffs going. Wallace takes it for a strike. Now time called. Fry out to talk to his pitcher. Jack Albrand waits on deck for the Cats. Wallace 1 for 2. 3-0 Jasper looking for more here in the top of the sixth. Hettinger at second. Atkins the runner at first. Jasper trying to add on. Got all three in the third. Looped into center field for a base hit. Stoles will charge. Rounding second is Hettinger. He'll score. RBI single by Will Wallace, and the Cats lead 4-0. As Hettinger comes in to score, Atkins goes to third. And Steve Ricketts going to come out to the mound, and that's going to be the end of the line for Gooden, it looks like. 4-0 Cats. We'll take a break and tell you about the new modern-day hurler right after this. Back at the ballpark as Caden Wagerman is on in relief of Gooden here in the top of the sixth. Jasper base runners at first and third with one out. One across here in the sixth. Jack Albrand stands in 1 for 2 so far in the game. Good in the first 5 2/3 of 8 hit 4-run baseball, responsible for the runners out on the bases. Albrand drops a bunt, third base side. Runner coming in from third, and he is safe. Cats execute. Jack Albrand gets the bunt down. He's at first base on the fielder's choice, and Atkins comes in to score. It's 5-0. Up to second base goes Wallace, and back to the top in Ben Hankey. Good jump by Atkins at third. That run charged to Gooden. And Hankey stands in. He lined into a 5-3 double play. He hit it hard, not his fault that the double play was recorded. Still one gone. First and second for the Cats. Hankey gets in. First pitch from Wagerman. Paints the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Jasper adds on here. 3 in the third and 2 more here in the top of the sixth. Pitch hit on the ground to second. Pierre to Van Bibber. Back to first base. That's a double play. Modern Day's third twin killing of the evening, but not before the Wildcats strike for two more here at the top of the sixth. We'll head to the home sixth. Jasper on top 5-0 over Modern Day. We'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Bossy Field, 5-0 Wildcats. Cody Morton back for the bottom of the sixth. Still face Sitzman, Fry, and Gooden. Cats have out hit Modern Day 8-5 here. Sitzman 0 for 2. Pitches inside. So Morton throwing 5-hit baseball so far. It's been a good outing. This one chopped right back to the mound on one hop. Morton shovels on to right, once again retiring the leadoff man, this time in the sixth. Good for Morton keeping that leadoff man off the bases.
Catcher number 13, Austin Fry.
All popped up, first base side, right. We'll give it a look near the brick dust. And it's out of play, 0-1. Fry so far 1 for 2, singled and bounced to short. This one looped into center field, and it'll drop for a base hit in front of Like. So Morton gives up his 6th hit of the game. A one-out single. Cats lead 5-0 over Modern Day.
First baseman number 24, Ethan Gooden.
So Gooden so far has lined to left and struck out. One more time, one hopper to Morton, on to Henke, back to first, 2 for the price of 1. The Wildcats get in on the double play action this time to end the 6th through 6. 5-0 Wildcats over Modern Day. We'll break and come back with more after this. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Cody Morton will lead things off here. For the Cats, Jasper leads 5-0. Morton, tonight's starting pitcher, pitching a solid ball game. First pitch to him is outside for a ball. Jasper 3 in the 3rd, 2 more in the 6th. Wagerman on for his first full inning of work. Pitched 2/3 of an inning last inning, but got the Cats to bounce into the double play ball. Jasper is into 3 twin killings tonight. Jasper got one against Modern Day last half inning to end it. Morton to Henke, back to first base. So Morton flew out to right, doubled, and lined to right. Curve ball, bottom dropped out of that one, and Morton down on the count, 1-2. Morton, Foley, and Drew Bradley, the hitters. One-two pitch. Called, third strike. Morton called out. First for Wagerman.
Third baseman number
And
24,
Connor Foley will hit. He's 2 for 3. Jasper with 8 hits on the ball game. First pitch to Foley, he sees a breaking ball, 1-0. A 1-0 pitch from a Wagerman. That one dots the outside corner, so Foley is squaring the count, 1-1. The wine and fire. That barely missed. Good pitch by Wagerman. He wanted that one, so did the Mater Dei bench. 2-1. The heavy hitting third baseman of the Wildcats, Connor Foley. Wagerman kicks and deals that 2-1 to Foley. This one way outside. 3-1. Bradley waits on deck. Mater Dei in the home half of the seventh will send Wells, Van Bibber, and Mayer to the plate. 3-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss by Foley. It was all the way in the left-handed batter's box. And the 3-2. Foley hits it on the ground at third, takes a hop for Sitzman, comes up over the top and cuts down Foley. 2 away for Drew Bradley, who was 0 for 3 tonight.
Drew Bradley.
Cats lead Mater Dei 5-0. Curveball misses to the Wildcat catcher. Chris Ettinger would be next here. Wildcats, again, just the 3 runs in the third and 2 more in the sixth to lead 5-0. Next pitch on the way. That bounces into the dirt. And it is 2-0 to Drew Bradley. Jasper 11-1, looking for their 9th straight win. Only setback came against Bloomington South up in Monroe County, the 2-0. Bradley fouls it off the equipment of Fry. And the count 2-1 to the Wildcat catcher. Next pitch. Bounces into the dirt, so Bradley ahead in the count 3-1. Mater Dei 8-4 on the season. (3-1) to Drew. Popped him up, foul territory, first base side. Gooden will go over on the brick dust, and he cannot make the play, so Bradley gets new life, and the count runs full at 3-2. Well, 3-2 the count. Payoff pitch. Bradley fists it back into the screen. And it remains 3-2 here. To Bradley. Wagerman gets the side from Fried, cuts it loose. Walked in ball 4. First walk given up by Wagerman.
Right fielder, number 16.
Cats will run at first base. Tanner Ernie will go in to run. So Ernie to run at first for Bradley. Here comes Chris Hettinger, who singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Walked as well. Force out at second base. Ernie takes his lead at first. Wagerman, the right-hander, throws it to Hettinger way outside. And it's 1-0. Hettinger hits it into left. Going over is Herman. He'll make the running catch for the third out of the inning. Last call for the Mater Dei Wildcats. We'll head to the home seventh. Jasper on top, 5-0. We'll take a break. This is Wildcat Baseball on 18 WJTS. Back to Bosse Field. We head to the bottom half of the seventh inning. Cody Wells leads things off against Cody Morton, trying to get his complete game. Fastball is high, 1-0. Morton looking for his first win. Again, his ERA at 0. This one poured in for a strike. Wells 0 for 2 in the game. Popped up down the left field line. Allbrand will give it a look, but it's out of play. So Morton works out ahead 1-2. And Cats with Central tomorrow, or Jeffersonville tomorrow and Central on Thursday. The 1-2 popped into left. Allbrand in the left center field gap will come running in on it, and it bounces in for a base hit. So a leadoff single here in the seventh Wildcat modern day hit of the game. And that'll bring up Nathan Van Bibber, who owns one of those 7 hits.
Shortstop, number 4, Nathan Van Bibber.
So Van Bibber with the runner at first. Cats looking for that double play ball. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the knees, a called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch and is out of the zone. So 1-1 the count to Van Bibber. Foley in on the grass and off the line at third. Runner at first. Wells takes his lead. Pitches outside. Morton trying to close it down here and go the complete game route. 2-1 the count. Nobody out. Runner at first here in the home half of the 7th. Jasper leads 5-0. Morton brings it home. Chop back to the mound, and it goes over the mound. That's going to be trouble. Hankey bare hands, and it's an infield base hit. Nothing Morton could do. Took a big hop on him. Hankey did a good job of just putting it in his pocket, and it's 1st and 2nd here for modern day. Wagerman will stand in, his first at bat today. Oh, Wagerman
Number 18, Caden Wagerman.
came on to pitch in Mayer's spot in the batting order. Cats again with nobody out. Here's the pitch from Morton. Hit on the ground in the hole between third and short. That'll trickle into left field. Allbrand charges. The bases are full of modern day Wildcats. So 1st, 2nd, and 3rd on 3 straight hits here in the 7th. Nobody up in the Wildcat pen.
Number 22,
Here comes Matt Herman. Left-handed hitter against Morton. He's 0 for 2. Hits it on the ground to Hankey at short. He steps on the bag, throws the first base, not in time. They get the force out at second base. In comes Wells. And it's 5-1. Third base, Van Bibber. Fielder's choice, Herman. Runners on the corners. 1 away. Wasn't a tailor-made double play ball. Hankey, I think, looked to shovel to Atkins at first and decided to take it. Did get the 1 out up the middle. It's 5-1. Here's the pitch from Morton. Fastball poured in at the knees for a strike. Stoles line to right and also reached on an air. Morton comes set, brings it home. Hits it on the ground. Atkins ranges over towards his left, throws on to right, 2 gone. Run comes in to score. It's 5-2. Wildcats trade the 2nd out for a run. We go back at the top in Bryce Humphrey, the runner at second base. Humphrey, 1 for 3 on the game. So another runner in scoring position, though. It's 5-2. Day has actually out-hit the Wildcats of Jasper. 9-8 strike into Humphrey. Pitch on the way. Ripped into center field for a base hit. In charges like. Runner stops at third, down 5-2. Runners on the corners. Now the tying run comes to the plate here with 2 away in Sitzman. 10th hit of the game for Mater Dei. Oh, some excitement here in the home 7th. 5-2 Jasper. Jansen just need one more out. They've got the force out at second base. Sitzman waits. Here's the pitch. Ball slashed on the ground. Foul at first base. Morton works out ahead 0-1. Offering. Hits it on the ground to Hankey. This should do it. Nope. He boots it into center field. It's 5-3. First and second now. The go-ahead runner or batter at the plate in Fry.
The catcher, number 13, Austin Fry.
So Fry comes in. Fry stands in first and second. Low, 1-0. Bradley digs it out. Fry 2 hits on the game. It's 5-3. Bradley out to talk to his so back behind the plate goes Bradley. 1-0 with 2 away. Fry at the plate. The catcher, Gooden, waits on deck. He's the cleanup batter. They'd like to have him get a chance. Ball was sharply hit right at Hankey. He usually gloves those, but that took a little hop on him and got into center field. Fastball high. It's 2-0. Cat bullpen up and running. 2-0 offering. Hit foul, so Morton throws him a strike. Two and one with 2 outs. First and second, Cats have a force out at every infield bag. The 1-2 blocked nicely by Drew. Snap throw down to second base. And that ball nearly got into center field, but Atkins did a good job backing things up. Three and one. Strike outside corner. Bases at first and second. 2 outs, 3-2 count. The runners will be traveling. Big pitch here for Cody Morton. 3-2, 2 outs. Morton the stretch. He wheels back towards second and bluffs the throw back there. So Fry trying to cut this Wildcat lead even closer. Morton. 3-2, 2 gone. Here's the payoff pitch. Walked in ball 4. So now the tying run in scoring position for Gooden here. Base hit ties this game. Mound Conference, and here comes Wildcat pitching coach Brian Kirchhoff out to talk it over. Things getting dicey again. The Wildcat bullpen was up and going earlier, and it's still going as Andrew Noblet works down there. So conference is over. 5-3 our score. Back in the batter's box is Gooden. Here's the next pitch. Inside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Gooden. Fouls it back. Morton one strike away from getting out of this one. And getting the Wildcats their 12th win of the season. The 1-2 from Morton. On the way to Gooden. He got him, struck him out, and the Wildcats win it. Morton nails it down. The Wildcats win it 5-3 over the Mater Dei Wildcats. Mater Dei a little bit of a threat in the bottom half of the seventh. 5 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors for the Wildcats, 3 runs, 10 hits, and 3 errors for Mater Dei. With the victory, the Wildcats go to 12-1 on the season, winners of 9 straight games. Next up for the Wildcats is Jeffersonville tomorrow night at Rixer Field. We'll have it for you later on at 10 here on 18 WJTS. Wildcats win it 5-3 over Mater Dei. For Jeremy Marcos, I'm Kurt Guxel saying good night from Bosse Field.